G'day, welcome back to AC to DP. Today I just want to talk a little bit about being a better camera assistant. This is just a few things that I've found that weren't mentioned to me in the beginning of my career that if you're totally green could be really useful. So the very first thing that I do at the beginning of a day is to prep the camera. So particularly with shorter jobs like commercials or if you're a day player coming in, it's really important to get there at least an hour early, truly, to have enough time to really prep everything properly and make sure everything's on track. So that involves checking all the project settings, so the codec, the resolution, the LUT, the EI or ASA, the color temperature or white balance, frames per second, shutter angle, frame lines. A lot of commercials, we're often shooting stuff that's for TV and then also for Instagram or Instagram story. So you need to have a sort of variety of frame lines prepared. Making sure that the user buttons are set up for how your DP wants them, which if you've worked with them before you would know. If you haven't, you need to ask them. Programming your lens data or LDA. You make sure that the fan settings are on low fan noise or off while recording. I like to go to the first AD, get a copy of the call sheet, preferably a smaller size, and cut out the actors' names and stick them on the operator's side of the camera. Particularly in scenes where you have a lot of actors, it can be really difficult for DPs to remember all the actors' names. And then just figuring out what all the elements of the first shot are. So, is it going to be on sticks? Is it going to be handheld? Is it going to be on dolly? Is it on a crane? You want to know what lens is going to be used, what filters are going in the matte box, and where is the camera actually going to be. And second to that, what's really important is knowing where to put all your equipment. So just finding out from the first AD what area is safe and won't be in any shots is really important. If you've never set up cards before, if there's only one camera on set or there's the main camera, that camera will be camera A, the second camera will be camera B and C and so on. Generally speaking, the first card will always be titled A001. So I like to have a little stack of red tape, and as soon as I pop in that first card, put the tape around the card slot, and you know that when you take it out and give it to the DIT that you can put that tape on straight away, and we all know it's been exposed. With batteries and cards, whether you're a second AC or a first AC, I really like to have a pre-prepared bottleneck of how much time I'm willing to leave on the card before I change it. And then I'm constantly monitoring that. So whenever a window of opportunity presents itself, where we're changing setup or we're waiting on something, if I know I'm getting close to that bottleneck, I know I can swap over so that any changing of batteries or cards never interrupts the workflow. So when it comes to batteries, I generally actually don't like to let the battery get below 13 volts, which even though there's still quite a bit of time left on it, I find that when you get that low battery warning that might come up in Video Village where everybody's looking at the monitor, it looks fucking terrible. So you just sort of want to avoid that low battery warning at any chance that you can. So when it comes to filters, I made a whole range of different filter labels that I can put sort of just on the inside of a filter pouch. And then I have a soft Velcro that's on the left-hand side of the matte box. My DP operator and myself always know what's in front of the camera if we're trying to calculate, stops or we forget whether we have a diffusion in or not. It's really easy to make these and they don't have to be super polished and laminated. If you just do some on the white side of the Velcro, that's still far better than not having it. And then the biggest thing is just to always be ready whenever the DP or operator needs you. Always have your hands freely available. So if you are focus pulling or you have the slate, make sure that you have a way to make it hands-free. Just being ready whenever, and that makes them feel like they never have to worry about where you are or needing anything because you're always there. Thank you so much for giving this video a watch. I hope those tips might be useful to a beginner camera assistant out there. And if you want to check out any of the tips in more detail, you can read the blog post in the link below and stay tuned for more advanced tips coming soon. If you want to see more cinematography tips from women working in the industry, please subscribe to our channel and check out our website at ac2dp.com. You can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at ac2dp. And please give the video a thumbs up or leave a comment below. Catch you next time.